Well, we're looking at some rain already moving into the Midlands, and behind that, some freezing precipitation expected to move into the area. So let's take a look at what we're watching right now. This is the area of low pressure expected to bring us wintry weather over the next 24 hours. It's currently out west, but moving across the deep south. You can see some very heavy rain once you got towards Alabama and Georgia. As for us here in the Midlands, we've started to see some lighter precipitation, and you can see these yellows and dark greens right here. That's actually some snow that's melting on its way down, being picked up by radar right around 2,000 feet up. But everything liquid variety right now, and that's because temperatures are above freezing. As to take a look at the models and going forward, what we expect, well, the rain's going to start to pick up over the next few hours. And notice, this is 4 o'clock in the morning, starting to see that transition over towards a wintry mix and even freezing rain north of I-20, and that continues to work south. And then as you get towards 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning, well, that starts to retreat back up, and we just get cold rain for most of the viewing areas ahead towards midday. On the back end of the system, there is some snow. We could see some flakes flying across the Midlands tomorrow evening, but not expecting any accumulations with that as the system exits the region. And we're looking pretty windy as well behind this as we go into your Monday. Taking a little bit closer look across the Midlands and what we can expect, there has been some slight changes with how far that freezing temperature line moves through the Midlands, and you're going to see that as we put things forward, sitting in the lower 40s to upper 30s at midnight with showers and rain moving through. And then once you get towards 2 a.m., starting to see that changeover in the very northern portions of Fairfield and Newberry counties where temperatures are getting into the middle to lower 30s. By 4 to 6 a.m., I think that's still when we see travel and road conditions really starting to deteriorate as we see that switch over for most of the viewing area. You can see Lexington at 33, Camden at 32, Winnsboro at 31, but we're still above freezing in Orangeburg, and that's really a change here. I think the southern Midlands getting a lot more rain in the forecast than freezing rain, and that's because you can see this is about the extent of the cold temperatures, right around 8 a.m., and after that, it's going to start to move north. By 11 a.m., we're switching over to a cold rain for most of the Midlands, and then as you head towards the afternoon, most of the precipitation moving out of the viewing area as temperatures get close to 40 in the afternoon. It's going to be breezy throughout the day, and as you go into your Monday morning, well, the possibility of some black ice as we get temperatures, once again, upper 20s, lower 30s, so anything that's wet on the roads will likely refreeze as you start off your Monday morning. Let's talk about ice accumulations, though, what we're expecting, and there is some discrepancies now in the models. Our in-house model putting about 1/4 of an inch of ice here in Columbia. Once you head north, around 1/2 inch. But then another model, the NAM that we use, well, it doesn't bring those cold temperatures as far down. And we still see some pretty high accumulations in Fairfield and Newberry counties. But for the rest of the Midlands, a little bit lower here, which would definitely be a better situation, less than power outages and tree damage expected if that does become the outcome. And we'll let you know if that does become the case. But the thinking, I think, remains the same right now. The northern counties in the Midlands is where we're going to see the biggest impacts. Central and southern Midlands, a little bit less as we see some freezing rain, ice, and rain mixing in as you go throughout the event. And the event itself is going to be in the morning. So by midday, we're already wrapping things up. Of course, though, like we said, could see some refreezing on the roads as we go into Monday morning. A high of 44. Windy on your Monday with plenty of sunshine. We're cold as you get towards the end of the week.